y'all. So a couple weeks ago, I went on this date with this guy. We've been on a couple dates before. And we're sitting at the upstairs bar. This restaurant's huge, has many bars. And we're sitting there for a couple hours, get drinks, whatever, playing card games. And he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. He leaves his phone and his drink with me. And he's gone for a minute, like 20 minutes. And I was like, damn, his stomach's messed up or something. So he finally comes back up, grabs the stuff and leaves. And I was like, that's kind of weird. Really weird, but whatever. Doesn't say anything and I'm not gonna chase after him. Like, that's just weird. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish my drink and close out at the bar up here. So I do that and I call an Uber. So I start heading downstairs and he is at the downstairs bar with his arm around another girl. Yeah. So I sit next to the girl and I look at him, gave him like the bitchiest look probably. I order a drink on his tab, drink it, and I get in my Uber. I don't say anything to him. I get in my Uber, and once I'm in my Uber, he's blowing up my Snapchat. I was like, what the hell? So I delete him off Snapchat and I remove him off Instagram. And I was like, this is crazy. So I get to another bar and I'm just mingling around and I end up meeting this guy and we're playing darts and then we go and sit in a booth and we're playing a card game. I love card games. And so he's sitting across from me and lo and behold, F-boy shows up and sits right next to me. And I was like, what in the world? And I look at him, I'm like, you have to leave. And he was like, no, like, that girl meant nothing. Like, come on. And I was like, no, like, you have to leave. Like, I don't want to be with you. So he's like, well, I'm going to go get a drink and I'll be back. And I was like, you can go get a drink and don't come back. So anyways, the guy's like, excuse me. And the guy's like, do you want me to tell him to leave? I was like, please. He's like, I can tell you, like, look very uncomfortable. I was like, I am. And so he comes back and the guy's like, hey dude, like, she doesn't want you here, like, you have to leave. And he was like, no, I don't. So then the guy's like, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I was like, great, this guy's gonna leave me and doesn't want to deal with any of this craziness. He goes and gets security. And of course, F-boy's like putting up a fight, being an asshole, but security kicks him out, right? The cherry on top of all of this, so this happened 2 Saturdays ago, is I don't hear from him for 2 weeks. Like on text message. I removed him off the other stuff. I don't hear from text message. I was like, thank God. Look what happened last night. What I woke up to this morning. Look at this. He's acting like a crazy ex. Like, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb when I go to bed. I woke up to this. I was like, oh my God. Like, give it up. It's crazy.